So you want to know what private labeling is? Well, you're going to find out. What's up, everybody? Gil Daddy here. How's everybody doing? I know it's been a long time since I posted a video, and mainly because we've been traveling a whole lot. I didn't videotape a lot of our trips because we didn't do a lot of thrifting, we didn't do a lot of yard selling. We went to Vegas recently for the ASD show. Again, I don't really try to buy products there, I try to get ideas, and it's just a massive event, just like it was last year when we went. We had a lot of fun down there. We got to take the kids over to Circus, and we got to hang out with Jason Smith. We got to hang out again with Chris Green, lots of other people. We got to meet up with a bunch of different people that know us from our YouTube channel, and we got to meet up with Stacy Vogel. She's an awesome person, her and her husband. We actually stayed at their house, so they kind of took us in and fed us lots of drinks, and it was really a good time. And then we came back and we went over to San Diego for another private labeling meetup with more training, changes, techniques, tactics, things like that to help our business grow. And then we got to take in some of the sites while we were there too. So we had a really good time. I got to meet up with Wesley Wedden, if you don't know him. He's in the Gil Money Group as well. And then also Danica. She lives in San Diego, not the other Danica, but another Danica. So anyways, I want to make a quick video. I want to talk about private labeling. I see in the comments a lot of times, which I know a lot of you guys watching probably already know what it is, but maybe we can clear up some confusion and let everybody know what we've been doing and why we haven't been around much on YouTube. But the main reason is we've been private labeling. So what is private labeling? That's the big question. Well, all private labeling is when you make a product and you put the product name as the retailer instead of the actual person manufacturing it. So a lot of people think private labeling is finding a product and sticking your name on it. Kind of what it is, but it's so much bigger than that. It's not just about finding a pan and saying, this is Gil Daddy's pan. And no, I'm not selling pans, but that's a good idea. So it could be anything. I mean, it can be a product that you get and you say, you know, I really wish this had a handle on it. And then you basically design the product. You don't patent it because patenting takes a lot of time and a lot of money, but you can put a handle on something and say, okay, this is now my product, and you put your brand on it and you have your brand packaging. A lot of stores private label, like Cabela's. Have you ever went into Cabela's and seen like tons of stuff that's labeled as Cabela brand? Well, it's just a brand. They are not the manufacturer of most of that stuff. They may be on some of it, I don't know. But a lot of that stuff is actually manufactured by a manufacturing company. Walmart does a lot with their Great Value brand. They take something and they might even add something to it or make it a bigger quantity or whatever. But the fact is they're not manufacturing it. All they are is having a manufacturer make it for them and put their brand on it. Companies like Coca-Cola, of course, do they manufacture their own product? Yes, they do. So they're not private labeling Coca-Cola. So a lot of people think that you have to go out and you have to find a product that is basically just like a pan or a spatula or a stir stick or something like that and just put your brand on it. You can do that, and that is a form of private labeling, but you can, like I said, you can also change or design something. You can send a manufacturer design and you can say, hey, I like this design, but I want you to make it like this. And you can patent something like that if you want, but again, it takes a lot of money and a lot of time. I mean, you're talking $20,000 and probably 2-3 years of waiting, maybe less, I guess, if you're lucky. But we're not trying to patent stuff. We're just trying to get products that sell, that have a track record of selling, and then brand them with our brand and possibly make changes to them. And I have made changes to products, and I have products that I made 0 changes to and just said, hey, put it in my packaging. So what is the benefit of private labeling and why did we get into it? Well, as you all know, we first started on eBay, went full-time eBay, and we made pretty decent money. I mean, for just going to thrift stores and outlets and stuff like that, I mean, we made really good money doing that. But I wanted to find out how I scale that up. So the next step was to move into Amazon, and sell things on Amazon, which I did that because I started YouTube and everybody's like, why aren't you selling on Amazon? And it caused me to kind of focus my attention that way. Once I actually started doing Amazon, that I think people that don't understand Amazon are people that really have not like taken a month and just did it. I mean, I can talk to you till I'm blue in the face on why Amazon's awesome and why it makes sense to do it, but again, I understand that side of things because I was there when I was doing eBay. I was like, why would I ship my items into a place so that they can ship them to the customers? Wouldn't that be extra cost? Oh, and their fees are higher. You know, all those arguments I had in my head too, and it wasn't until I actually did it and seen how much time I was saving and seeing how much more money I could make on Amazon that I really understood it. But Amazon was a great opportunity for us to basically ramp up our business because we only have so many hours in the day, and we needed to figure out how we can grow our business and make more money without having to hire somebody to help us. So it wasn't too long after we started Amazon that people were chattering about private labeling, and I just kind of Googled it and tried to take in as much information as I could, watch some YouTube videos, watch some I looked at some websites that had some articles and things like that on it, and I decided that I was going to do it. I decided that we were going to go find a product, and just based on the knowledge that I had, and sell it. And I made a lot of mistakes on that first product. That first product was Garcinia cambogia. If none of you guys know about that, it's a super highly flooded market. And for the circumstances, I think we did pretty well with it because we grew it to a point to where it was making us like $1,000 a month, which you can't live on $1,000 a month. So it definitely wasn't super successful. We definitely weren't on page one. The people on page one were doing $100,000 a month, maybe more. $800,000 a month, I don't know. But we didn't know what we were doing, and that's when we found some really good training, and I think that's what really set us apart from the rest of the people that are just going out there and just gathering information and listening to people's videos and things like that. It was really because we had the proper training to do it. Our next product was very successful, and that was after the training we took with Mike Collins. And that's when I realized that this is the only way to go. Basically, imagine like retail arbitraging, and you go to Walmart and you scan something and you go, wow, I could make 10 bucks profit on these. So you buy out the whole shelf. Maybe they cost you 10 bucks, but you're going to make $10 profit. So you buy 25, 30 of them, you send them into Amazon, and poof, they're gone, and you just made a whole bunch of money, 10 bucks profit off 20 of them. You made 200 bucks overnight. And you're going, wow, that was amazing. Well, now what do you got to do? Well, you got to go back out. You got to find more products and hopefully find another product you can make $10 profit on, and then, basically rinse and repeat. The problem with that is that you have to constantly go out, which, I mean, for a lot of people, they enjoy it, that's fine. But here's the deal with private labeling. Imagine going and finding a product you can make $10 a piece on, and ordering it and sending them to Amazon, and they start selling. And then when you run low on stock, what do? You just email or message on Skype your supplier and you say, hey, I would like another 5 pallets of these things. Okay, a lot of times you can have them sent directly into Amazon. And that's even better because now you're not even touching the product. All you're doing is spending a few hours a day monitoring your Amazon account, maybe answering some questions, checking your metrics, just checking your advertising, things like that. And then usually at night I sit there and I Skype for about an hour or so with my suppliers. So our business has grown quite a bit from that first product, and it's still continuing to grow. And we're just spending most of our time focusing more on that. A lot of people ask me if I'm still doing eBay, and I would say yes and no. I mean, every now and then I have barely any items in my store, first of all. But every now and then I pass a thrift store, and it's fun, right? You go out and you pick some stuff and you list it, and then you make some money. So we do it purely for a hobby and purely for fun. So it's not so much of a business anymore. We still find some stuff for Amazon on our other Amazon account, and we send in some video games, a book here and there. But I put together shipment maybe once a month right now. So it's not our primary focus. Our primary focus is growing this business, growing it as big as we can get it. And what's nice about private labeling is you can grow that business into a multi-million-dollar business with just one person, or in my case, it's me and Gil Mama. And she's not here right now, guys, so she's probably drinking beer with her cousin, I think. But I think that's the biggest thing, is it's just so easy to scale up because you're not running out of hours in the day. Once you find a product, you move on to another one, and you move on to another one, and you move on to another one. It's not all rainbows, though, guys. I mean, every now and then you can make a bad decision on a product, and which is why, you know, with the proper training, you know how many you should order in the beginning, and how to push that inventory. And then if for any reason that ends up being a bad product for you and you're not selling that as many as you thought you would, in most cases you'll break even or maybe make a little bit. It just takes longer to sell out that inventory. So most of the times you're not losing your money, but sometimes if you make a bad decision, you might break even, or your money just might come back to you slowly and you make a small profit on the back end of that initial order. And you'll just, of course, decide not to order another product. But even if you failed every 10 times, if you only had one good product, and that one product made you $10,000 a month or even $5,000 a month, and all those failures you broke even on wouldn't even matter. Now you have a product. But I mean, with like I said, with the proper training, and if you have the right knowledge in this business, that will not happen. You might have some slower movers that you're going to keep, but most of the time, most products, if you do your due diligence and the correct research that you're supposed to do, and of course you put everything together like you're supposed to do, you won't have just one product out of every 10. So for all of you guys that were always asking, what is private labeling? What is private labeling? I hope that kind of answers your questions on it and what it is. There's a lot of stuff that involves in it. Like I said, it's not just going online and finding a product and throwing it on Amazon and saying, there we go, you know, let's see, they sell, I know they sell. It's not like researching used items on eBay, because when you research used items on eBay, well, first of all, it's a used item, and a lot of people like to get the deals. And when you get an item for $1 and you can sell it for $25 and it's still a deal for somebody, then yeah, you're going to sell it. And even if you lowered the price from 25 down to 15, you'll still make a profit. Heck, even if you lowered it down to $7, you'll make a profit. So it's not as easy as just grabbing stuff at a yard sale or a thrift store and putting it on eBay because you see that it sells all the time. It's a lot more complex, and there's a lot more things, and there's a lot of tools I use to help me make these brands successful. But I've also had a lot of people, I've actually had people walk right up to me and say, hey, can you do some sort of coaching with me? And I always tell them the same thing. I say, no, I'm not a coach. You know, I don't want to be a coach, first of all. I got into this private labeling thing to free up more time so that we can go on these business trips and vacations, that we can do what we want, and have more hours in the day and more time to spend with our children, and just, you know, every football game and every game that my daughter's cheerleading in, I can go. Like, I can always go. I never have to be tied to anything. And the best part is, when I leave, Amazon is still running my business for me. So it's the whole reason why I got into private labeling, is to free up my time. Also, I'm still a beginner in this private labeling thing. I mean, I would say, you know, most of the people that are the top dogs in this stuff are, you know, they're profiting $200,000, $300,000 a month. I'm not quite there yet. So to me, I'm still a newbie. I'm still learning. You know, I'm still trialing and using trial and error on a lot of different things. So yeah, I don't want to coach anybody. But I've also had a lot of people ask me, where can I go to get this coaching and this training, and, you know, where can I go? And for the longest time, I've told you guys the training that we took, which was the Sambrella training. And a lot of people can't afford it, and I understand it's very, very expensive. Heck, it's even expensive for me. I mean, it's expensive to fork down that much money for training. Is it worth it? Yes. Will it help you? Yes. But I just want to drop something out there real quick for you guys. There is something coming up in the near future that will be very affordable, I think, for a lot of you people. So if any of you guys do want to have that special coaching, and you want to go further, you know, in your into this private labeling world, then just stay tuned for some more videos. I'll be putting more stuff out in the Facebook group. No, I'm not training anybody. No, I'm not coaching anybody, so don't think that. But there is something that I'm aware of that's coming out soon that I believe will be very beneficial to a lot of you guys, and you know, help you guys create this kind of business to where you have as much time as you want, really. But going further, I am going to probably in the next week or two, I'm going to be posting another video, so make sure you guys look out for that. Again, I just thanks everybody for all the cool people that we met when we went to Minneapolis and Las Vegas, and we went to San Diego. I mean, just all these people are just really, really cool, and I'm glad that we can, you know, make these YouTube videos, and you know, it's just really, really cool when these people come up to you and tell you that, you know, our videos, you know, helped them. It helped them make more money. It helped change their lives. You know, that really does mean a lot to me, and that's the whole reason why I even started posting YouTube videos in the first place, was because I felt like if I have something that I can share with people and it can help them, then I need to do that. And if I do that, then I'm going to feel more fulfilled in my life. So, and it's definitely worked. So all the people out there that say, why do you tell people this stuff? You know, you're hurting yourself. I've seen the opposite. I've seen complete opposite. If I would have never made YouTube videos telling people the stuff I was picking, the stuff I was selling, and how I was doing it, I would have never been where I was today. I would still be at the same level. I would still be making decent money, but I wouldn't be here. So thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you so much for the people that have reached out to us and talked to us and met up with us, and it's just really cool. It seems like wherever we go in the entire country, there's always somebody that wants to hang out and you know, visit and just talk and go do things. And we've met a lot of really great friends doing these videos, and a lot of really great people. So that's it, guys. That's my time for today. I'm going to cut this one very short because it was a very short topic. And I don't have a haul trip for you guys because I'm not doing a lot of haul trips. But again, the links will be in the description. I'll put a link to the Facebook group, Gil Money. I will put a link to the website, Gil Money, for if you want to see all the different videos. I kind of organize them there. And then also there's a recommended supplies page. Yes, I get affiliate commissions on that stuff, guys. So if you don't want me to get affiliate commissions, just look at the page and then go to Amazon. Don't click any links. It's not a big deal. Also, if you guys go to the Gil Money website, over to the right side of that site, there is a sign up for to be notified, you know, when I post videos and things like that. So when this training is available and you want to know more about it or any of that stuff, if you want to know more about this, when I have more information on it, put your email in there, and then I will send an email out to everybody, giving you more information on it and you know, whatever. So if you guys are, put your email in there so I can email you guys. I think that's it, guys. So we'll see you next time. Stay tuned, and we love you guys. And yes, I grew a beard, okay? I don't want to see in comments, Gil Daddy has a beard now. Gil Daddy has a beard now. Yes, I have a beard. All right, I know it's on my face, guys, okay?